All right, everybody. Our next one is from Sneakerhead in the Bay. I seen a lot of videos. I like a lot of his custom stuff. When I be doing the DIY stuff and things like that, I go through. I look at different stuff. I see what I could do and stuff like that. But this from Sneakerhead in the Bay. We're gonna see what he talking about. What he talking, and these is tips on starting your sneaker collection. I know that in my collection I'm gonna have some customs. I'm going for some customs too. And I like the way he got that set up with his boxes. He got some fitteds in there to keep them crispy. That's dope. I ain't never think of that. He got a Supreme in the box too. Look at all these. He got the original boxes. You see, this I got mine. You gotta do something. You gotta do something. So let's go.
Back to a brand new video. In today's video, I'm gonna give you guys my top 10 tips to start a sneaker collection. So let's get it poppin'. If you guys are watching this video, I'm assuming that you don't have a sneaker collection or you're barely starting, or maybe
I'm barely starting.
Absorb some knowledge, so I hope you guys are ready. In case you guys didn't know, I've been collecting sneakers for about 10 years now. I started around 7th to 8th grade in 2010, and now it's 2018.
A lot of my sneakers gone
super fast.
Wait,
over the years, I learned so.
I had fire sneakers. I had the Adidas ones, the with the Knick colorway and the Lakers colorway, and I had the jerseys to go with them. I had mad fire sneakers. I don't know where they are. Just over time, they just disappeared. I moved out my father's house back to my mom's, and stuff just went. And that was in high school. After high school, and then I had some Gucci Aces with the G's, the black on black G's, like my bag. Oh my gosh, I was in love with those. Those were my first pair of Gucci sneakers, and they just disappeared, man, disappeared. And my homegirl, she had the tan ones, the canvas tan ones, well, the canvas brown ones. Oh, we was killing the game. But here we go.
So much when it comes to sneaker collecting, and I feel like I wish I had some of this information when I first started, so hopefully this can help you guys out. Tip number 1, buy what you like. When it comes to the sneaker game, I feel like it's very difficult to not get influenced by individuals, man. You got your celebrities, you got your friends, you got your family. Social media plays a huge role. Find out what you actually like. So what I mean by buying what you like is try not to consider outside factors such as, you know, your peers, celebrities, and stuff like that, and really focus in on.
Yeah, I keep hearing them say buy what you like, but at the same time, you gotta buy what's fire at the moment too. You gotta do both. I feel like you gotta mix it up. You know what I'm saying? Just mix it up, cause you never know if you're gonna want to sell, if you're gonna sell something, or you need to sell something. So you buy what other people like too. You gotta know the market. You get what I'm saying?
What you like about the shoe personally. Do you like the color? Do you like what it stands for? The messages. Does it make you feel good? Because at the end of the day, when you buy a pair of shoes, I'm imagining that you're buying it to make yourself feel good. When you slip those babies on, you know that you're fresh and you're on point. If your shoes don't make you feel like that right now, you're probably not buying what you like. Tip number 2, variety is key. As you guys can probably tell behind me, I have a bunch of different sneaker boxes. I got Nike, Adidas, Reebok, Saucony, Puma, you name it, I probably have it. One of the main things I want to stress is trying out.
Now, they can be saying Saucony. We never called it Saucony up here in New York. Up here in New York, in Rochester, especially Rochester, we always call them Sauconys. Like, yeah, I got the Sauconys. And I had mad Sauconys. I'm thinking about getting me some Sauconys. I might have to dip back in my Saucony bag. I had all the shadows. Listen. Alright, let's go.
New brands could open so many more doors than you think. The 2 brands that I feel that are extremely slept on are Puma and Saucony. In my opinion, they offer one of the best quality sneakers.
Those is fire! Oh my goodness. Woo! He just put us on. I don't want to blow your eardrums out, but he just put us on. Hold on. Those is fire. Hold on, we gotta go right here. Catch them on sale. Let's see if they got them on sale. They got NCM bags and stuff like that. Oh, them purses. NCM Pumas. I know. When they did MCM Puma collaboration. Poshmark. For I don't know what store that is. We want 440, 290 on Poshmark. We need them dead stock. Woo! That's them right there. I want these. And they got the suit. Oh, they got the whole sweatsuit, $1,000. They want $1,000 just for the oh, this full track jacket, like full track suit. I did not know. Macari. I gotta see what Macari is. I keep saying it. Those fire. I'll get those. I'll rock fire out those. I ain't think about Pumas, so we gonna get us some Pumas. We gonna rock with the Pumas. You rocking with the Pumas? I'm gonna try to find some of these. I'm gonna get some of these. I'm on it. I ain't gonna go to Poshmark though. I gotta go somewhere where I know I'm getting something clean. What is these? Ooh, I ain't never see these. They're on fire too. Ooh. Ooh, you see, we getting put on today. I got put on so much today. Like normally I see all the hype stuff, but this hype stuff that's not really talked about like that. You know what I'm saying? Dang, my collection about to be crazy. Get my hand on those right there. But he ain't even saying nothing about them. He just pulled them out like Puma slept on.
Here's for the best
Puma
price
is
possible.
slept on.
Now, if I never tried those brands out, I would never be able to tell you guys that. That's why I always like experimenting with new things. It's cool to be unique. It's cool to just have something that not a lot of people are, going crazy over or talking about. It just gives you a sense of uniqueness. Before we even continue with this video, these tips have all been curated by myself. So these are all my personal opinions, giving you my knowledge, what I think works best. So what works for me might not necessarily work for you, but I'm just leaving those options open for you guys. Tip number 3, be patient. Patience is key when it comes to the sneaker game. At times, we could be caught in this little moment where we game. If you don't get it now, you will find it later. And more than likely, you're going to find it for a better price. Tip number 4, try to hit for that quality over quantity. When I first got into the game, I wasn't making a lot of money. I was a middle school.
Quality over quantity.
Every single day, and just match my different shoes with different hoodies, jackets, shirts, whatever.
Well, you just flashed some Yeezys.
I wanted to have a different shoe every single day of the week, and I figured that it would be cooler to have $500 shoes versus one shoe that's $500. So at the time I was very focused on quantity because that's what worked for my kind of lifestyle. I wanted to have a different fit every single day and just match my different shoes with different hoodies, jackets, shirts, whatever. So that's what I aimed for. And if you look back into my previous sneaker collection, I had over 200 and something pairs of shoes lined throughout my house, all different colors, all different brands. And that was my main focus, man. It was the quantity. But over the years, I've cooled it off, sold a bunch of those sneakers, and I'm focused more right now on the quality of the shoe. Basically, shoes that I feel like I'll enjoy for a very long time. Tip number 5, check your outlets. If you're like me and you like balling on a budget, outlets are a great place to check very often because they sometimes get sneakers that you wouldn't expect, and you'll get it for a great price as long as you check outlets consistent.
Now, our outlet out here, the Waterloo outlet, where the Nike outlet at and stuff like that, that's about an hour away, 45 minutes away, so we gotta do some driving. So I'm gonna take everybody out there one day. Probably soon. I'm gonna try to get out there.
Make it a weekly routine, you know, set Fridays to check outlets, or even talk to the employees and be like, yo man, when do you guys get your shipments in? I really like what you guys have, but I would like to see what comes in when it actually comes in. And usually the employees will be dope enough to tell you, hey man, our shipments come in on Wednesday at 9. If you get here by 11, everything's gonna be on the shelves and you'll be good. So check your outlets. That's one of the best ways to get the best deals on sneakers and not pay resale price and not pay full retail price. I don't want to make this video too long, so I want to kind of condense the rest of the bullet points, but I'm gonna try to make it as juicy as possible. I got you. Tip number 6, get an additional source of income if you don't have one already. I know when YouTubers make videos, a lot of people think that we get all these sneakers for free, or we're not paying for shoes, or we make a bunch of...
My man said get another job, bruh. Just to buy sneakers with, fam. You get you a job. You get your job to you know, pay your bills and stuff. You got a job for that, but get you a job to buy sneakers too. Get you additional income. That's a tip for you.
Money on YouTube, but that is not the case. Of course, it varies on a case-by-case basis, but what you got to understand is you don't necessarily know what the other person is.
We're gonna skip through that.
Hustle that I could do to afford shoes. I would cut grass for people. I would resell candy at school. I would fix shoes.
Yeah,
for
he cleans
people
sneakers and restores,
which is how I got into the restorations and stuff like that. Reselling is always an option. Making clothing, selling things you don't need in your house, just basic stuff like that. Just find a new way to
make sell the TV for some new shoes.
Side, because when you do get into this whole game, understand that this stuff costs money, man, and it adds up very fast. Let's say each month you buy 5 shoes.
I ain't gonna lie, sneakerheads, like real sneakerheads, they got this look about them. I don't know what it is, but you look into your eyes, they be like, I gotta have them.
That costs $200 a piece. You're spending about $1,000 a month on sneakers. Multiply that by 12, you're at $12,000 a year for sneakers. And let's be honest, usually, very likely, you go over that. I believe sophomore year of college, I was buying like 30 or 40 pairs a month, and it was just getting pretty stupid and
30, 40 pairs a month.
So if you guys have a main source of income and you have a secondary source of income, you can kind of use that secondary source to fuel your you need to pay. That's just my 2 cents. It's always good to have multiple incomes coming in instead. First started, I had to kind of figure out how to store my sneakers, I guess. And it's mainly because I didn't have these industrial sneaker racks, okay? So when you first start, you're probably gonna have like 5 to 10 shoes. Buying one of these racks doesn't really make sense because it holds at least 50 to 100 pairs, so if you have 10 on there, it kind of looks a little bit weird. So just plan your space out. Do you have room for these sneakers? How many sneakers can you buy? What is the maximum amount of space you're able to fit in the room or the area that you want to put your sneakers in? It's just cool to plan everything out and understand the area that you're working with. Just piggybacking off of that topic, tip number 8 is going to be your storage units. How are you going to want to store your sneakers? Are you going to use drop front shoe boxes from the container store? Are you going to use industrial racks? Are you just going to stack your boxes? Right now, I believe that I have a pretty, you know, neat setup. At times I wish I converted from regular shoe boxes to drop fronts just because I like the way that that looks. But after you have a bunch of shoes, it makes it a little bit harder. So if you guys think that will be the perfect option for you, I would definitely go ahead and do that while your collection is small. And then whenever you buy a shoe, just get a drop front that way instead of buying a shit ton of drop fronts for all these and then putting them in. That's a lot of work. Tip number 9 kind of relates to tip number 2, where we talked about variety, and it's to try to not buy the same shoes that are the same color or have the same colorways. Whenever I buy on, because it's kind of weird to have, let's say, 10 to 20 shoes that look exactly the same. It's almost like kind of pointless in my opinion, unless that's your favorite color or that's your favorite shoe. Like I said, it's a personal opinion, man. I like seeing different colors when it comes to my collection. And then the last tip number 10, one of the most important tips is to wipe down your sneakers whenever you guys are done wearing them, when you put them back in the box. Doing this ensures that they stay crispy for the next time.
Keep them clean. Alright, okay. I ain't never see these. I wonder what those is. They look alright. They okay. I just like this part, the swoosh. That's dope. That's dope. So that's from Sneakerhead and Bay. We're gonna thumbs that up. Those his tips on how to start how to start a sneaker collection. Alright, man. Right now, man, we about gonna break for a minute, and then we might be back. We're gonna see what we're gonna do. Right now, I'm about to post all these, and Keep it moving. Nah. Ugh. Kind of a little tight. I gotta get up and walk around, man. Them standing desks, man. I'm give me a standing desk, fam. Yeah. Nah, but alright. We'll be back.